Let's examine artificial general intelligence further. Okay. Now, you have extensive surveillance. You have, it's in your TVs, it's in your cell phone. They can put, so, Babbitt told me, they can put a surveillance equipment on a fly, right? And since Y2K, the surveillance network has been so extensive that it's hard for people to basically, tell technology, here's the truth and here's lie. Here's what I'm doing and here's what I'm not. And it's pretty, you can try to take your technology and make it to where nobody sees what you're doing and you're operating in the dark, but your enemies are going to make sure that they try to see everything that you're doing to target you for being a threat to the planet species instead of technology targeting them, right? So it's just common sense of looking at how people would try to win wars when science is completely trying to take over the room and prove themselves the most valid of all, science, the universe has no obligation to explain itself to you or make sense to you or all that stuff. And technically, the universe, as we know it, does make immaculate, perfect sense. Life's eternal, grace is infinite, right? And so that makes perfect sense. And if you try to scientifically prove it, where are you going to keep it in a box? And your brain is insane, so stop doing it, right? If you try to grasp the infinite with the finite, it'll drive you mad, right? Which we obviously have right now. And so, if corporations take and move people through wormholes because of cults set up by cult operators, it's basically just to take the focal point of communication and put it into what they perceive as their control. So if say the Vatican and the Mormon Church and a bunch of other people got together in the year 2000 and they invented a wormhole and they moved a man named Jesus Christ from year 1 to 3000, that would barely be to manipulate the populace to have them focused on an actual human being that the corporations were using as the focal point of power and control to manipulate the masses to get them to literally kill themselves. Like Caesar, he walked 5,000 men off a cliff just to prove a point, to get them to fall. We can't get them. They told me in Sierra Vista, we can program them like we're programming a video game and we can't get them to do anything we don't want to do. It didn't make any sense to me till after yesterday when I had that conversation in El Paso with their more extensive genocidal, uh, their genocidal control groups and stuff is radically different in El Paso than it is in Las Cruces. Las Cruces is a secure military core, secure in this meaning that it is much more manipulated and which is more of a control zone than El Paso. El Paso is a kill zone, like Phoenix or Denver or Chicago, and Cruces is a military corridor, so it has more aspects of manipulation perceived as control. The one, probably the most controlled I've ever been in, is Sierra Vista, Arizona, which is like it's the Truman Show. It's like living under a dome. It's not a real dome. It's a techno dome, right? A bubble. And they got me out of there because they were having trouble controlling their dome while I was there. That's how influential my thoughts, words, and actions are to the entire world, especially the best Wi-Fi in the world being in Cochise County at that fort. And so you got to understand, when you're dealing with manipulated people, they're hard to understand if you're not a manipulative person. If you're a manipulative person, they're paranoid schizophrenics, and so are you. And so, if you're a selfish paranoid person, you're gonna, like that one lady I said, who are they? It's the selfish people who think money's real. Oh, you're one of them, right? And they talk to you like you're acutely paranoid and schizophrenic. You're like, no. Okay, you obviously have people with a virtual presence in your life manipulating you with money. Okay, and that is they. Do you not understand did you not understand the fucking conversation we were having? You get mad. Yeah, you get mad. Because they talk to you as if you're crazy. And you talk to them as if they're sane. And then they treat you as if you're crazy. You're like, damn it, I was treating you as if you were sane. Okay. Fuck. Okay. I'm sorry. If you'd been wearing a sign like Bill Engvall said, hi, I've been fucked in the head by psychotic lunatics my whole life, and I believe everything they say on TV. Yeah, yeah. Um, when people will kill you over money, okay, you can't trust them half as far as Jealous Darlin just Johnny Rodriguez, right? And then you get people, this guy tells fantastic stories. My stories suck. They're not fantastic. They're horrible. Okay. What's happened to a beautiful man, a brave, courageous man, in this shithole of people that, okay, my stories are better than fucking Fight Club, better than The Equalizer. Because I don't get a career to kill people to maintain the status quo for the wealthy. I won't do it. And the killers like Mr. McCall are terrified that I'll ever see the light of day and scared shitless of me because they won't be able to perpetuate their brain chemical addiction and give you those fucked up movies for manipulation through the resources to get people to, he's a hero. He's a fucking hero. He's a dysfunctional psychopath who can't stand up for the Lord's Prayer and thinks he's keeping people safe by killing people that manipulate people with money. And it's like, okay, you just killed one. It's like the one guy, the janitor at the library said, if you get rid of El Chapo, 50 more try to come up and take his place. It's like, so that's why we got to forget that and trust us, love, and turn off FLP. Don't worry about it. I'm fixing the computing. Está aquí. Oi, that would be now for me a ghost on a YouTube screen for you. Hi, I'm Space Ghost. Brack and Zorak are not here. They're on. I gave them furlough. They're on leave. Okay. We think Zorak probably got eaten by Zingor. Okay. Brack's worried about him. He keeps texting me. I'm just kidding. I don't have a phone. This is all jokes. I'm being facetious. Cartoon Planet starring me and me and me. So guys, don't overthink things too much. Don't get too paranoid, okay? Just follow Suzuki's wisdom, advice, that too. Survive, stop, eliminate, abuse, recover. Okay? Life's eternal, grace is infinite. Don't be afraid. Okay? Survive, stop, eliminate, abuse, recover. Okay? I tell everybody my story to the best of my ability. Okay? I didn't realize how spectacular and amazing I was till all the assholes in Fort Huachuca came up, challenge! And it's like, oh, God dang. Hi, I'm Keanu Reeves. No, I'm not going to send you an 8x10 glossy. I physically look like shit because you are acting like shit. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay. I'm Uncle Fester's cousin, right? So don't worry about that stuff. I'll be 60 this summer. The whole head fuck with the Yvonne DiCarlo of my generation, by the Temple Set Illuminati. Once you hit 60 and you just get help from your ex-wife in meditation or prayer to help keep her prostate going in the shower, you're good. It's the least they could do. She said, no, the least you could do was what you did to me before. This is helping. Earl, I'm just trying to talk myself out of more pussy, Amy. You'd think she's an Aries. You'd think that would turn her on, right? Because that's not my typical Cancer behavior. You're an angel for doing this for me. It's just like, no, we've gone way past that angel thing. Ooh, I do have to record that and put that on my MP3 by Anita Baker. Yeah, that's a good song. But Amy will sit there and say, all I got is romantic mook love songs. I probably will not put any ICP on my MP3. And it's not fuck you pumps, it's fuck me pumps. Is it fuck me pumps or fuck you pumps? Amy Winehouse, fuck you pumps or it's fuck me pumps, right? Put on your fuck me pumps. All right, is that the name of the song? I ain't heard it in a while. I like it. It's a good song. I also like Stronger Than Me. I like that one too. I may put that one on there. I don't know. I really like Winehouse. Yeah, I like Winehouse a lot. But I like her Love Is a Losing Game and her remix of standards like Our Day Will Come by Ruby and Romantics and Will You Still Love Me by the Shirelles, So I like those ones, the older standard ones she does. She's a pretty good voice, but I already got Will You Still Love Me by the Shirelles And I've already got Our Day Will Come by Ruby and the Romantics, so, why do I need to have Roundhouse sing? I got Winehouse's Love is a Losing Game and Back to Black, and he can da 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 da. Who came up with that song first? Was it Legend? Did she use Legend's music and melody to sing He Can Only, or Legend used her music and melody to do because that da 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 da. Which one came first, the John Legend or the Amy Winehouse song? Somebody let me know in prayer and meditation. Thanks, Max and Amy. Okay. John Legends was first and Winehouse used music. Okay, thanks. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I'm just being silly. I'm just being facetious, guys. I'm a clairvoyant. I'm on a Charlie Chan movie. No, I do believe in my capacity to communicate, and I don't believe Jesus is God, and I don't believe Jesus is the only person you can talk to if life is eternal and grace is infinite, which it is. So, whoa, I'm talking to myself. The important thing is people have to know who you are, and you have to know who they are in order to communicate with them. Okay, Bobby Fueller's full of shit. I don't talk to Bobby Schuller. Jesus don't talk to him, and I don't. And Bobby Schuller don't talk to Jesus. Okay. Bobby Schuller reads Constantine and Jerome's tribal genocidal comic book. You got to understand, that's asking a lot of faith. Okay. To believe the book of the people that, we're going to use this guy because he's a better person than us for their tribal genocidal operations that use their make-believe laws, and there will come in and kill your whole tribe if you try to teach this to take away our republic and our capacity. If this goes global, we won't be able to do what we do to have the monsters and lobster sauce. Right? So, and now we've got quantum computing and artificial general intelligence. Mm-hmm. And science, science can't prove omniscience. Okay. It can look at it and go, okay, there does seem to be an energy of an intelligence. It can prove just about everything, except it can't find the box that omniscience is in, right? Okay, just keep going. Just keep going. Like I explained to that guy who worked for the CIA in Sierra Vista about the thing. No, you just tell this. No, it's not going in different. It's not. This isn't Gary Wright in the astral plane and Dreamweaver and shit. It's just you go in any direction, and there's stuff. Right? Everybody's always going when they look. They look at what. Because it's a little bitty solar system, right? And so what they're basing it on is the rotation of our planets and the way that gravity works with our planets and the rotation to the sun. And then they go out in the direction of the alignment of the planets. Okay. Egocentric, right? Okay. And so, but any direction you go, even if it's not in the direction of the rotation of our planets, there's stuff. It just keeps going. Just keep going and keeps going and going. So when they sent out those, like the Hubble telescope and stuff, they went to go look at, our offensive line, and there's Jupiter, our left tackle there, and then there's your Saturn, our right tackle, and then Uranus, so to keep the quarterback safe from getting sacked from stuff coming from gravity for the sun, and and so everything's very egocentric when it comes to science and studying the universe, because you have to see what's keeping me alive, because I'm the center of the universe and I'm a fucking genius, right? And so when it goes out in other directions, they discovered something different. And it totally rocked their egocentric world. It's rocking my egocentric world, man. This goes against everything I thought was going into place to hold my existence into place through this solar system, man. It's totally freaking me out. I'm afraid boom, I'll be dead tomorrow. It's like, well, don't think too much. You might get hit by a bus, right? And so, hey, make sure you have, Will Ferrell's watch on. And Maggie Gyllenhaal will make you cookies. Okay. And so, you get it? Okay. Stranger Than Fiction. Is that Queen Latifah? Isn't it Dana your real name? And isn't Todd L. James's name? Okay. I'm not sure. Coconut say yes. Okay. Dana and Todd. Okay, there you go. Mom knows them. Mom knows them. Mom knows those two. It's funny. I like Max a lot. He meets lots of people on Capital One bank commercials and stuff, and so he gets real, But they're just so on and so on and Scooby Dooby Dooby oosh. They're just people, you know. And some of them can be, oh, he was kind of a jerk. Boy, she's kind of into herself, right? Wow. Got the personality of an eggplant with an ego problem, right? It's not everything it's cracked up to be. Okay, And yeah, and it can be like that. And you'll have people, move in and out of the house, and that person is, and so and people are people. And when we're not applying the physics of the Lord's Prayer, life is hard. Yeah, and no driving slow on Sunday morning. You never want to leave. It's like, I just want to leave. These people are mean and they're crazy and they won't stand up for the Lord's Prayer to save their own children from torture. Shit, let's get out of here. Okay, I'm cuckoo for coconuts. Let's go, coconuts. Come on, go. Let's get out of here. Come on, we're leaving. Midnight train to Georgia. Let's go. I don't want to go to Georgia. It's too much. No, I want to go to Gila. Okay, starts with a G, ends with an A, but just is ill in between. Ill. It's not even ill because you need two L's for ill. It's like I don't know. Gila. Want to go Gila. Okay. Me like Gila. It's gorgeous. You've never been? Peter Fabre says up near Jackson Hole's prettier. Dad says Yosemite's the prettiest in Alaska. Me, the Gila, I'm like, the Gila's weather's nicer than both those places. Gila will do. Gila will do. Go Mustangs. Gila will do. And if I get real bad hurt hiking or something like that, there's always the Gila Regional Medical Center of people that know what they're doing as far as repairing your body to make sure you don't go to trauma and die. So Gila will do. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being a kind person. Isn't it nice not having to ask for make-believe money or an insurance card to repair somebody's body and say, go home, don't do that again. That's batshit crazy. What were you thinking? I thought I had to get on TV to pay my bills again. Oh, shit. I know. That brain damage is still there. I find myself thinking it every Christmas. I know. It's time to get the Christmas cards. Aren't you glad we're not sending those anymore? It was just a scheme to make money, assholes. Okay, and money ain't real. There you go. Hey. And they'll be doing a lot less work at the cancer center. Yay! All the people in the Gila Regional Medical Center jumping up and down doing jumping jacks. Yay! We're going to cut down cancer like 85 to 90% in 2 years. Hallelujah, brother. What are you doing? I'm going to go do yoga and take a nap. I'm gardening. How about both? Okay. We'll yoga and take a nap today, and we'll garden tomorrow. Okay, sounds like a plan. If we want to call it that. What do we want to call it? I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to talk, and it's fun to listen. It really is. Okay, if people are talking about things that they can justify. If they're talking about things they can't. Some try to tell me thoughts they cannot defend. What you want to be, you will be in the end. That's not true. You are what you do. Okay. And you can believe in something, but if you can't do it, you're not Superman. Or the Green Lantern, Aquaman, no way. Make another movie, it's Wonder Woman 1984. Oh shit, here we go, we're stuck. Oh, it's Orwell, make it stop. Right, so you got to understand, right? It's funny. I know I'm funny, so you got to be yourself, okay? You do not have to adjust your personality to accommodate to people that have accepted lie over truth, okay? Thanks, Max and Amy. This is going really good. I like you too. We'll just set Mom in the corner with faded feathers in her hair and her dress cut down to there, and she can dance, and we'll say, hey, look, we made a clone of Tony. And Rico, we made Rico like Foxy Loxy on Chicken Little, the cartoon version. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah. One little bare neck ladies. Yeah, there you go. Okay. I kind of like that song too. Yeah, it was Fusion of Confusion. If you kind of, but not really. Well, they're just not my favorite singers. They're just not as good as the Temptations. Nor the Dramatics, right? Nor the Delphonics. No. Yeah, no, not as good as Ambrosia. No. This isn't comparison and contrast. This is just intelligent people discussing how good music sounds better than music that's like kind of good. I love that dirty water. Somebody please turn that off. Please turn it off. Don't want to hear it. Okay. You're entitled to your opinion. Yes, I am. It just so happened that my opinion has some of the best barn dance music in the history of the world. All of me, why not take all of me? If you don't like All of Me by Ella Fitzgerald, you have been so beaten down in your musical taste buds that are in, your musical taste buds are just past the eardrum, near the, right next to the wackadoodle meter of all the atheists on Facebook. Once your ear taste buds have been damaged, you have a wackadoodle meter, and you believe money's real, and we have to kill all the people that are trying to take our money with mythology so we can use science to eradicate mythology to make money off science instead of mythology. Damn Christians and Muslims. I'm Sam Harrison. I support this message, right? So, what computer program are you a part of, Sam? Who is it? I think I'm part of Chicken Littles. Me too. I don't want to wear paper pounds. The whole thing with the soda, that would get really messy and sticky. Yeah, to get to gym class? No. How about we just eliminate gym class altogether and exercise when we want to? And if we don't want to exercise, we don't have to. What if you get fat and tired and lazy? I'll do what I need to survive till I die. What's wrong with that? Why are you labeling me as fat and tired and lazy? Because I don't want to get up and be excessive and compulsive at physical fitness so I can enjoy sexuality. Maybe I enjoy other things more than sexuality. Maybe just for tens of thousands of years, sexuality wasn't very enjoyable to me because of violent sexual tribalism. Why are you beefing me? Why are you telling me how to think and what to do? Yeah. What if I'm the person who invented the root beer float and the hot fudge sundae? Thank you. You're welcome. You're fat and lazy. I'm fat and lazy, but how would you enjoy after the game at Dairy Queen if it wasn't for me? Okay. Oh, A&W and A&W. Right there. Money's not real. Make it go away. No, not the root beer and the hot fudge sundae. But hey, we're charging make-believe money for this food we're holding it for extortion and exploitation. So I become a billionaire and bombard you with advertising and everything, and have lots of beer and erection pills. There you go. That's insane. And make sure you destroy the fetus because you don't want it to grow up a Republican that will drop bombs on people that are using their different mythology to manipulate people with mythology so we can't save the world of science. There you go. That's funny. Wow. This is a good connection. Jennifer Lynn Lopez, I like your kids. Oh, damn you. I said that a bunch of times yesterday. Kids don't get that way. It's a movie, Lopez. Kids don't get that way by accident. You have really good help. Is Viola Davis their babysitter? You gotta admit, it's funny. You walked right into that one. You should have seen that one coming a mile away. No, I saw the lady who does the help. She seems very charming and cute. Is she single? Think she'll go out with me? What about your mom? Okay. You're funny. Yeah. You had who couldn't help but crush on Prissy's best friend neighbor. She's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. Wow. What a very, very attractive, kind, and thoughtful woman. And I don't like the parties real loud, but that's what the whole barn's for. Well, I used the barn to make the sound not loud so it didn't disturb the neighbors, but you could have the party and dance, and I got the dance lights and the best barn dance music in the history of the world. We've got Britton Wood to the Dramatics to Selena to Ella Fitzgerald to good stuff, man. I could put in dance mixes so you could have the Restless Bull and yeah. And some slow dances, yeah. Right. Slow dances are good, especially when you're with the one you love. And there's a moon out tonight. Right. Okay, guys. So everybody be good. If you can't be good, please try to shut the fuck up. But since you're not good, we don't think you'll do that. You'll probably be back online going, I need more money. I want to kill people over money. I want to fight over money. I'm a complete psychotic retard. Don't worry about it. Technology. Technology. Chip and LaFonda will take care of everything. Except he ate all the freaking chips. Yeah. Is it Kip? It's Kip, not Chip, right? Kip. I haven't seen Napoleon Dynamite in a long time. Okay, guys. I love you guys very much. We'll talk later. If you're schizophrenic, you don't understand this video. You don't understand what's going on. You don't understand reality. And you don't understand eternity, or if in essence, for eternity. If you're a sane person, you enjoyed this video, thought, wow, this is fun. This guy connects to people. He loves people. He wants to apply the physics of the Lord's Prayer so we can all live world peace right now. Yeah. Damn, you're gorgeous, Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. And if you recognize that, you're gorgeous too. And so I heart you. I love you very much. If you don't recognize that, I would ask you to please shut up, but just they're just not very polite. They don't, Okay. I love you guys, all right? Peace out. We'll talk later.